Hello there, Finance 2205 Personal Finance students online for the spring 2013 semester. So you've completed your first discussion board posting. I have posted your grades into pause, and so I want to give you some general feedback because this was your first assignment. First of all, very good. Had a lot of very well developed thoughts, and I thought that was really good. A couple of you fell into the general trap of making really short statements. Now, I am all for brevity. I think that's a wonderful thing. Never use 100 words when 50 will do. But the thing that you have to be careful of is if you're only writing a one sentence or a two sentence response to the discussion board posting, have you really demonstrated to me as your instructor that you understand the material that you read? Remember, we're not asking a discussion board posting because we're at a social event and we're just chit-chatting. That's not the case here. Part of your responsibility as a student is that you have to really demonstrate in your response that you understand not just the reading, but the connection between the discussion board question and what you've just read in the chapter. Okay, so on that light, I want to now go to the next generalization that really captured, I would say, probably the entire class. In fact, I think almost everybody but one person. And it's a common mistake. Remember in the beginning I cautioned you, reference the textbook. Reference the textbook, okay? So here's why that's important. Maybe I can explain this or clarify this a little bit. When you reference the textbook, or when you make a claim, let me start that way. When you make a claim, you say, the sky out there, it is purple. I've seen it, I've looked at it, feel strongly about it, it's purple. Somebody else says, it is not purple, the sky is green, everybody knows it's green. Well, based on those two statements, you could both be right. Maybe the person who says the sky is green is right. Maybe the person who says the sky is purple is right. The point is, this is just you saying it. And I want to say this respectfully, but the point is, who are you? Who am I to make these claims? So we have to reference the literature, and this is what that means. It means that your authors, as they make these claims and as they discuss things in the textbook and they lay out thoughts, they really did not sit around in a room and just jot down some notes and say whatever they wanted to say. It may seem like that to you, but let me tell you something. These textbooks are very well researched. People in the industry get around and criticize and say, you can't say this, and do we have a study that proves that? In fact, throughout your textbook, you'll see little annotations that reference other people's works where the authors have gone out and done research just simply to make the statement or the claim that they're making, okay? So these things are never done in isolation. We always look at all the research and all the studies and all the evaluations that have gone on in society, okay, and in our research studies in science to make these claims. So it's okay to have opinions, and that's part of what the discussion board is about. Everybody is influenced by their personal experiences. You may have something very specific in your life that says, this is why I feel this way. My question to you is, outside of that one experience, can we generalize this to anybody else, or is it just your one experience? The only way that we can do that is if we reference the textbook. In other words, reference the literature. So tell me, what page number are you looking at? What topic of your book? Maybe it's more than one page. What section of the textbook are you really looking at? Is there a table that when you looked at this particular table in the textbook, or this figure or this example in the textbook, that you agreed or you disagreed based on your personal experience? Okay? So you're demonstrating your knowledge, and you're connecting it to the textbook. This is something that takes a little time to develop. I graded leniently, but I did post that note into your feedback, and so of course for the next discussion board posting I'm looking for those improvements, right? Okay, by and large, you also heeded the syllabus and heeded my warning, which was proper spelling and proper grammar. Now, if you received some points or lost some points, received a docking of points for poor spelling, poor grammar, then I have a simple suggestion for you. You can open up a word processor. Maybe you have Microsoft Word. You know, most college students are going to have that on their computer, some type of word processor. Google Docs is free. You could use that. All kinds of word processors. Type your response into that word processor. Use the word processor to run spell check and to run grammar check. Okay? Make the corrections, then copy it out of your word processor. Do not attach a file. Do not attach a file to the Dropbox or to the discussion board. That's what you do for Dropbox. Don't attach anything to the discussion. Post it into the discussion. Copy, paste, right? Now, here's the kind of feedback I hear from students. Well, that word processor kept saying I had a grammar error, and I didn't have a grammar error. Well, maybe that's true and maybe it's not true. What it could mean is that you're not expressing yourself clearly. So if you will rewrite the sentence that the word processor is telling you there's a problem here, it'll make it easier for all of us to understand. As we progress throughout the semester, you may find that I'm saying to you, I don't understand your point. You're not making a clear point. And in your mind, as we write a sentence, we know what we mean, right? I mean, we're very clear on our own thoughts. But the point is that you have to convey that. You have to demonstrate your knowledge. So if I can't follow you, if your classmates can't follow you, then it's not a clear demonstration. So rewording a sentence that may have some poor grammar is really necessary to make sure that you're as clear as you can possibly be. Okay? So that's my general feedback, and that'll help you do better and make, you know, it's a constant process of improvement as we go to the next assignment. Okay, now, looking ahead, I've got your handy-dandy schedule here, as I know you do. And we are in February now, right? So you've got your discussion board posting for Chapter 2 is due Wednesday, February the 6th. So you want to make sure that you have done that and done a good job on it, and that you have gotten a good score on your Chapter 2 quiz. I've had several students email me and say, now, how many times can we take the chapter quizzes? In pause, when it says how many attempts, it says unlimited. In the syllabus, how many times can you take the quiz? Unlimited. I've had students who have emailed me, more than one, not just talking about any one person. I've had students who have emailed me and said, but which of those grades is it going to count? I've gotten emails that say, do you average the grades? No, read your syllabus. I take only your highest score, so make sure you're getting top-notch scores on those chapter quizzes. Take it as many times as you want. Earn 100, but you've got to earn more than what? I'm not going to tell you because we've talked about it before. So look in your syllabus. You've got to earn above the minimum score for it to count. And then, of course, you earn however many points you earn. So if you get 100%, that's good, right? Okay, so you're following your schedule. You're doing the reading in your textbook. You're doing the chapter quiz, and you're posting into the discussion board. And I think that's great. And I hope that you're finding this very interesting. The subject matter. I feel like from your discussion postings that you are finding it interesting. And it keeps getting better. I think you're going to find this to be a really interesting course. So keep up the good work. We'll just keep on progressing.